Miami folds in November again, and Texas holds off Vandy's comeback. Let's talk about that and some of the morning action from college football today. Headed into this game, Mario Cristobal was 4-8 in the month of November at Miami, which is a shockingly bad record, and it just got worse. 4-9 now. Miami comes out flat inexplicably and just lays an egg versus SMU. This is not a great SMU team, but they put together a great defensive performance, and 1 week after losing to Wake Forest, they win an overtime game in Miami, a top 10 upset, and a team that rallies around their head coach that just signed an extension. A huge win for SMU. This could label them as ACC title contenders now. There's a lot of teams that are in that picture. Miami, they're out of the race, arguably, at this point. It's going to be extremely difficult for them to be in there in that picture with 2 losses. I don't know if they really have a playoff shot at this point. Texas got up to a big lead early versus Vanderbilt, but the Commodores staged an impressive second-half comeback that really only happened in the final 4 minutes of this game. At the end there, they almost get that onside kick. That would have been an insane turnaround, but the Longhorns, they just hold on, and they just keep finding ways to win. You look at their record, you feel like the season's been so bad, but they've only lost 2 games. They're still in the thick of this race. They're still a team that could do a lot of damage and make it to the playoffs, and if they can get hot at the right time, Arch Manning, he looks pretty good. He looks like the guy he was labeled to be this year suddenly. I still think Vanderbilt's great. Obviously, a few miscues here that ended up costing them, but they're still going to be a threat as well. Vanderbilt's playoff hopes not cooked yet. This one's pretty devastating for Clemson. Duke marches on the road into Death Valley, which has not been an intimidating place to play this year, and they get a win, a gutsy 2-point conversion at the end there to ice this one 46-45. Clemson, they can move the football, but man, they've just got serious issues all over the place, and you've seen it week in and week out, a devastating loss. Conversations around Dabo Swinney and his future with Clemson, they're going to start to intensify. Another top 25 team did go down, though. It was Houston. They fall to a bad West Virginia team that just lit them up. To me, this makes that loss for Arizona State last week to Houston look even worse. Kind of knew Houston was a little bit fraudulent based on what they've actually done this season, and it's just a tough pill to swallow for Houston. Life comes at you fast in college football. As one of the biggest North Texas truthers of the offseason, for some reason, I keep fading them, and they keep proving me wrong. So it's working out for the Mean Green right now. North Texas continues to roll. They get a win over Navy, ending Navy's undefeated season. And finally, Ohio State squashes Penn State. It looked like for a minute there the Nittany Lions might be able to keep pace, but they just don't have enough firepower offensively right now. And obviously all the dysfunction that's happened with them, they just weren't going to stick around with this team, Ohio State, that looks really good for 4 quarters. So Ohio State still looks like the number 1 team in the country.